Hey guys, this is Hotshot Roger. Thank you so much for checking out the very first episode of Investing with Hotshot Roger. I've had a lot of friends and family reach out to me over the years and say, Roger, what companies are you buying? Or Roger, how do you analyze a stock before you make a purchase? And now with the pandemic and the effects that it's had on the economy, people are wondering if they should move into cash, they should start investing in cryptocurrency. So I thought it would be a lot of fun to start a YouTube channel and talk about my investment strategy. Each episode will be a little bit different. I'll be taking a look at my portfolio though and how current events have impacted the markets, and even doing a deep dive into certain companies and looking at whether they are a good investment or not. And so this is a relatively new portfolio we're going to take a look at here in a moment. I've only been investing in it for a few months and should be fun to see how this grows over time. So I am going to be sharing some of the things I look at before I buy into a company. But guys, with that being said, it's really important to understand that this is not financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes, so please do not construe anything said in this video as investment advice. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at my portfolio. As you can see, outside of a few stocks that are down, this is really a big, beautiful wall of green. We've got some that are up really big. Casper is up 80%. We've got Square up 89%. And overall, the portfolio is up 14%, about $1,000, which is really exciting. You know, before we start looking at my individual holdings, one thing I want to note is that you should really know a company inside and out before you invest in it. If you don't have a rock solid understanding of your company, how they make money, how they're growing, you really should not be investing in them. I have a lot of holdings, so we definitely don't have time to go into all of them, or else this video would be way too long. But there are a few companies I want to highlight that I have positions with, and the first one is a company called Threem. Now, Threem has been in the news recently. Hold on, let me find this here. Right here. Threem has been in the news recently because they manufacture N95 masks, which have obviously been very important with this pandemic, and other personal protective equipment. But what Threem is most known for is their signature product, which is the Post-it note. Now, what's interesting about Threem is by investing in them, you're actually making kind of a backdoor tech play as well. Throughout this entire pandemic, there's been some sectors that have really just been battered, like industrials and financials. But one that stayed really static or consistent is the tech sector. Something that's utilized in a lot of tech companies is something that's called a Scrum board, if you guys have heard of that. So a Scrum board, if you don't know, is a tool that helps teams make sprint backlog items visible. The board can take many physical and virtual forms, but it performs the same function regardless of how it looks. So essentially, guys, what this is you can put up different tasks, and what do you see there? You see a lot of Post-it notes. I'll bring up an image here, and look at all those Post-it notes. So yeah, it's just kind of a fun way to think about it. If you invest in Threem, you're really investing in something that a lot of tech companies use as well. So it's kind of interesting. Now, outside of personal protective equipment and those Post-it notes, Threem actually doesn't really make a lot of products here. Let's get that off the way. So as you see here, you see looks like they do have a couple other things on here. Hold on a second. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so there's the Post-it notes. There's what we're looking for. So anyway, that's Threem. The next company I want to take a look at is Ally Financial. Ally is a company that provides banking services. But what really sets them apart is they have very few brick and mortar locations, and the majority of their business is done online. Now, I personally have a bank account with Ally, and it's great. I can deposit checks, I can make transfers from other bank accounts, and I even have an iPhone app, so I can check my account balance straight from my phone, which is fantastic. One of the main reasons I love this company is their customer service. As you can see here, open 24/7, even has a live wait time. If you were to scroll down here to the bottom, you're just going to see something you're not going to really notice with a Wells Fargo or a Bank of America, which is these great reviews. 5-star, we got a 4-star here. That's and then another 5-star review. I've been with Ali Bank for about 2 years. They are by far my favorite bank. You're not going to see these sorts of comments on something like a Wells Fargo. Just a great company. They've got a lot of great features here. They've got a great interest rate on their online savings account, 1.25%. Again, look at this: Wells Fargo 0.001%, Chase 0.001%. Really at the top of the pack here. So, and you see here they've got a frequently asked questions. And can I deposit cash? Obviously, you can deposit cash. You just have to. Hold on a second. Let me read this real quick. What is how the bank does? Oh, it's because it's all right. No, I'm sorry, guys. This is an online bank, so Ali actually does not have any brick and mortar locations. So anyway, that's Ali Financial. The last company I want to take a look at is a great growth stock and one of my favorite holdings, and that is Del Taco, and a fun ticker symbol, might I add it, Taco. You see here they are up 58%. Del Taco is one of the more influential fast food companies out there, and they really take a hybrid approach to their menu. If we jump on over here and take a look at this. They've got your typical, you've got tacos and tostadas, they have burritos and handcrafted salads, a lot of great stuff, but they also have burgers and fries. So this allows them to really diversify and go head to head with other fast food juggernauts like Jack in the Box or Carl's Jr., or even players like McDonald's. So, what's really stood out to me about Del Taco is how they haven't missed a beat during this entire pandemic. Just recently, and I can personally tell you the story, I actually stopped at a Del Taco, and it was pretty late at night. It was about 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night, not a lot of people around, and there were still about 4 or 5 other cars in line. So it really seems to me that their business hasn't slowed down much, if at all. The other great thing about it is that most of their locations, you don't even have to get out of your car, guys. They can serve you right at their drive-through window. And that has been huge for Del Taco throughout this whole illness situation, as they're able to maintain this revenue stream while still maintaining social distancing guidelines, because you don't have to go inside the restaurant to eat. So those are just a few of the companies I wanted to highlight. Let's take a look at the news. The big news story here, the biggest story of the week in my opinion, and we just talked about him, is Del Taco has changed their shareholders meeting to a virtual format. Guys, this is huge. For those that weren't really taking this virus seriously, I don't know, I think this is a wake-up call. Thankfully, the meeting time's still the same. It's Friday, June 19th. And I have to say, what a classy move on the part of Del Taco. They're moving forward with the meeting. They obviously care about their shareholders, but they're doing it online. I don't know, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what your opinion is on this. There was another story that was gaining some attention, that the airline stocks bounced back in a big way on Friday. We've got President Trump naming names, as he likes to do. Trump calls out Warren Buffett for selling all of his airline stocks and says he made a mistake. Warren Buffett made a rare error when he dumped all his airline stock holdings in April. So, I don't know. It looks like it could be a mistake. It's a little early to tell, but they are up big right now. And lastly, the jobs report came out as well. And, lots of headlines here. Looks like that indicated a bit of a bump in the number of new jobs and a small decline in the overall unemployment rate. So anyway, guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. And please, if you like this video, consider liking it and hitting the subscribe button. Also, I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you want 2 free stocks with WeBull, go ahead and sign up using my link, and you could get a stock valued up to $1,400. So anyway, thank you again. This is Hotshot Roger, and I am signing off.